Hi. Last week we discussed about the Torah called Tzav. Tzav means the command. We also studied something about Vayi Dabur, meaning saying, or speaking, and Vayi Mayor, meaning saying. Speaking and saying has not, got the same power or same impact like the command called Tzav. Tzav is derived from mitzvah, probably the commandment. So the commandments. We are obligated. It's not that we like it or we don't like it. We are obligated, especially when the Jewish people were given first time all these commands. They were obligated to, fulfill these commandments, obligated to observe these commandments or command day-to-day life in their daily life. So Tzav is very, very important word in the Jewish life period. We also saw some of the sacrifices, some of the offerings. We saw the thanks offering. We saw the a peace offering. We saw the sin offering. We saw the burnt offerings. Among all the offerings, burnt offerings is one which really, really made Jewish people to run their life, because the burnt offering means that literally burning the offering on the altar table, and the burning offering table. It has to continuously burn, or the flame has to be kept continuously, day and night, week by week, month by month, year by year, generation by generations. It has to kept alive. It has to be kept alive until the Jewish or humankind lives on this earth. That's the commandment was given by our God. So Jewish people were very prompt in observing this one, and they struggled to observe this command, to do this command, because it was a lot of trials, a lot of temptation, a lot of afflictions, a lot of tough times in their life to get these things going on, because you have to offer one lamp in the morning, and then one in the afternoon, and one in the night, and come back, clean the ashes, again do some, routinely the flame has to be kept alive. It should not burn. It symbolically represents the flame or the passion inside a Jewish guy. Because Jewish means he's a passion towards God. He's connected towards God. This passion, this flame symbolically represents, it connects to God. So that's what they meant by, when we say Jewish, he is connected man with God. He is a connected network with God. That's what they should be representing. That's the meaning of this burnt offering. They have to keep it alive all the time. If you would have watched, sometimes back, that even it is right now, it's a routine practice that they exercise during the Olympic time. They burn this Olympic torch. The Olympic torch will be lit at the beginning of the event, and also it will be put off at the end of the event. Meaning that as long as the Olympic torch is lit, the events are happening, or the events are occurring. That's what it meant by. And end of the Olympic, they will put off the torch. The same way, human life, as long as we live, we have to be, passionate enough, or connect with God. That what is represented by these burnt offerings. Not many. And moreover, burnt offerings has got something else different, because all the other offerings, you'll get back something to you. You'll offer it and you can use those materials back again. But when the burnt offering, you don't get anything back for usable purposes. You don't get anything. You just offer it. And offerings are really expensive, because due to the nature of, you have to buy lamp every single day and you have to offer it. Folks, commandments and the command are to be observed. If we don't observe the commandment, if we don't observe the commands, we are not connected with God. We are not connected with. That's what the Jewish nature says. God has given us an opportunity for us to connect with the Jewish community. God has given opportunity for us to be with the Jewish community so that, He can operate through us. And first of all, God told us to, get the gospel, get the good news to the Jewish people, those who were not accepting. So that should have been our main purpose. But somehow, all the generations totally avoiding and totally not doing this, and it is really getting worse and worse day by day. But it's about time. A lot of Jewish Messianic Christianity is sprung up everywhere, and it's kept on, coming up in all over the world. And also, I want to talk about something about when I talked last time about the commandments keeping. Some people came and told me also, those are all Old Testaments. You don't have to do that one. Tithings, you don't have to do that one. But I just want to say, tithings in the New Testament era, they said that disciples gather all the money and then they distribute every saint in the group. See, you must understand very carefully. You must read the Bible very carefully. These are the arrangements made by the disciples. It was not instructed by Jesus Christ, or it was not instructed by God. These are the arrangements made by the disciples, and they did it. I mean, to bring some money, collect some money, and to distribute everybody. It is not a communism, or it's not a social group or anything. It is a movement of, the godly movement, a spirit-filled movement, which Jesus established. It's a group, it's a fellowship. It is a corporate fellowship movement that Jesus established. So if anybody teaches like that, be careful. It's not the right thing. Tithings is a must, and offerings much more than you can do anything more than that. Offerings, that's up to you. But you have to give the offering with your full heart, not with your just you have to give it. That's what the problem is. If you do that, you are not going to get it. It's if you think that it's a duty for you to give an offering, it's not going to work out. You have to give with your full mind and full heart. That's what the passion comes in. So what I'm trying to say is, we need to observe the command. We need to observe all the commandments. In a computer system, if you see that there is a male port and the female port, if you see the back of the ports, you'll see a lot of holes and a lot of connections together. All the commandments, all the connections should be perfectly be matched. If you don't, some of the wires are broken, it won't function. So you cannot follow certain commandments and leaving certain other commandments. It's not going to connect us properly. The more command you observe, the more commandments you observe, the more closer connection you get to God. Please understand very clearly, and you do the due diligence, and you go and research what is good for you. You go and research what is right for you, and you don't have to sit. Life is only one time, and you need to get out of your place. And if you think, are you worried about your community or are you about your group? It's up to you. I mean, Jesus was alone, left alone with the 12 people. Okay, so do the right thing for your life. Do the best thing for your life. Tzav meaning it's command. Tzav meaning commandments. Commandments to be observed. Commandments were there. Jesus observed it. Jesus continuously observed. Jesus was more than 100% Jew. Last week I had an opportunity to participate in the Jewish Passover festival. It was unbelievable, absolutely phenomenal. This is the festival Jesus was participating each and every year, running to Jerusalem to participate in this festival. This is a traditional festival. See, Jesus was much more tradition than you and me. In this festival, when we had this Passover meal, it is, you feel that you're so connected to this one, because meal they kept in their place is each and every item in the menu has got some intense meaning in that one. The bitterness and the bitterness herb and the sweet and the tears of salt water and all the other material. The bread is phenomenal. Bread has holes in it. Bread has stripes in it, and the bread should be burnt. I mean, we don't just go and take communion just like a flat bread somewhere you buy it. This is specially made with all the meanings to that one. Even if you see that one, if you participate in it, you feel yourself that you are engaged in something. That's what I'm telling. It is a phenomenal experience. It's a divine and heavenly experience that we had last week, and I'm waiting for the next year to come to participate in that one. Actually, Aurora, I wanted to give some invitation this time, but unfortunately, the seats and everything got filled up. I couldn't, invite anybody. Next time, probably, maybe we will see. And in this traditional method, that you will see that how Jesus followed, the Judaism very so closely. That is what I want to mean by that. We need to observe Jesus, what he did. It is not that what the other people do in this community. You have to observe as a Christian follower what Jesus did. I will do it. How Jesus lived, I will live it. That's what we need to know, and we need to behave. We need to act. That's what God is expecting. Okay. So Tzav means commandment. Tzav is the command. We need to observe all the commandments. I'm going to come back with another Torah. And by the way, condensing these materials within 6 to 8 to 10 minutes is not easily possible, because sometimes I'll be struggling or hunting for the words, because these are all materials I'm giving to you. This cost you more than months and months for study. But I'm condensing it in 6 to 8 minutes. It is very difficult, because putting all the points, the nutshell, and give it what is it is not an easy job to do. But I'm trying as much as possible. I'm trying as much as possible the information to give it to you, so that you can go and dig it on your own. I'll come back with another Torah next time. Until then, have a good day and have a blessed week.